Welcome back, everyone. Today we dive into one of the most talked about stories in politics right now, Democratic leaders scoring huge wins across the country. But what do these victories mean for the future, and how will they shape what comes next? Stay tuned as we break it all down in today's video. 1. Setting the stage from state legislatures to congressional races, Democratic leaders have been on a winning streak. The victories are coming in waves, and they're reshaping the political landscape in ways we haven't seen in decades. But let's start with what happened. In the last few weeks we've seen Democratic candidates triumph in critical swing states, flipping key districts that were long held by their opponents. The question is, why now? What driving this wave of success? 2. The key factors behind the wins. There are a few reasons these wins are happening. Let's break it down. First, Democratic leaders have been laser-focused on mobilizing voters, especially young people and minorities. Grassroots campaigns, social media outreach, and targeted ads have made a huge impact. They've also invested heavily in ground games, going door-to-door, connecting with voters on issues that matter most. Healthcare, education, climate change, and jobs. Second, changing demographics are playing a role. In many areas, younger and more diverse populations are stepping up and making their voices heard. These groups overwhelmingly lean Democratic, and their turnout has been a game changer. And let's not forget, national issues, everything from reproductive rights to student loan forgiveness, has energized Democratic voters. These wins aren't just about local races, they're part of a broader movement. 3. The biggest wins. Now let's talk about some of the most significant wins. In state X, Trump pulled off a stunning victory, flipping a district that hadn't seen a Democratic win in decades. Their focus: education reform and affordable healthcare. And then their statewide, where Democrats not only won but secured a supermajority. This opens the door for ambitious policy changes that could become a model for the rest of the country. 4. What does this mean for the country? Okay, so what do these wins mean for all of us? In the short term, these victories will give Democrats more control over key policies, from healthcare to education. Expect to see a push for progressive legislation, especially in states where Democrats now have the majority. On a national level, these wins could shape the 2024 presidential race. Strong Democratic performance in swing states sends a clear message: they're ready to fight for every vote. These victories also put pressure on Republican leaders to rethink their strategies. It's clear that the political landscape is shifting, and both parties will need to adapt. 5. Challenges ahead. But let's not forget, challenges remain. First, economic issues like inflation and job growth continue to be major concerns. Democratic leaders will need to deliver tangible results to keep voters' trust.